those drivers down in turn number 1. Radburn Shutters with the advantage. Nate Mowers continuing to fight back on the inside. Very strong run inside and outside for those two. So continue to fight side by side for the lead. Alrighty, well, out in front is still the 44 of Radburn Shutters. Nate Mowers starting to fall back from Shutters a little bit. Shutters pulling away from the field. Battle going on right now for third. That's going to be between the 33 of Silvers and the 2 of Robertson. Robertson's going to get the advantage into turn number 3 and take that position away solidly. Drivers now single filing it out for the top 5 positions. The broadcast is still being worked on, trying to get it back up and running, having some inclement weather going on at Steve's house right now, so the producer's office is battling with that. He's working his way back in though, getting everything sort of back out. We'll have a picture back up for you guys momentarily. Right now the entire field is single filing it out, taking it nice and easy, staying calm for this race right now. As I say that, the 2 car of Brandon Robertson, he's wanting to make a move for that second position. He's said, not for me tonight. Oh, contact between him and Maurer. Maurer comes down the track, and Brandon Robertson managed to hold on to it. Both of those 2 drivers dropped to the inside, showing respect. Brandon Robertson backed off, allowing everybody to go back by. Maurer able to continue on with only losing minimal positions. He rides right now behind Dylan Merriam. It's the 25 in what should be 7th position when they cross the stripe. An update here. 8th position, so that puts Maurer in 9th. These drivers able to continue on, minimal damage to the cars. Everybody's, for the most part, still single filed out. Maurer and Robertson looking to make some moves, trying to get back to the front. Maurer's on the inside of Kostritzer right now. Inside the line does not seem to be where the pace is at. Looks like the outside line is where everybody's going to make up positions. How's it looking on your end, Steve? Getting there. So we're still getting there, still working on things. Things are still getting booted back up. Hey, we've got the broadcast up. You get to listen to it radio style. Robbie Richards taking a move for 3rd position here. He's on the inside of the 88 of Michael Robinson. 88 still looking to fight back on that outside line. That outside line's been strong so far here in these earlier runs. 6 laps down, starting at lap 7 as they cross the stripe here. Running right now, 2nd and 3rd. That's going to be Braden Black and James Sobers. Braden Black looking to put a lot of pressure on Sobers for that 2nd position right now. Still leading the way by nearly 2 seconds in the early stages of this race is Radburn Shutters with a great run last week at Richmond to come home with his first Bluegrass Series win, XFINITY Series win. Doing a good job here tonight to do it again and try to start working his way up the points. He's mired way back down in the points. Got a long ways to go to get up. Our current points leader, Scott Fritz, did not take the starting grid of this race. He did not join the field. That is going to hurt him in points significantly. He only was leading by 12 points. Majority of the field now single filing it back out. Braden Black and James Silver still looking to try to track down Radburn Shutters. That last time by, they gained 2 tenths on Shutters. Shutters ran a 35.3 second lap. Silvers a 35.1. So those drivers are reeling him in little by little and trying to get up there. And sounds as though we might have a picture. We have a picture. Seeing on screen now, Silvers, he's running that middle groove right now. Black running that inside groove. Last time by, the quickest car in the top 5 was actually Michael Robinson in the 88 back in 5th. He's looking to make some moves and work his way forward right now. He's on the inside of the 12 machine of Robbie Richards, Adam Lancaster, looking to follow him through. Robinson, Lancaster, and Hobbs, those 3 drivers are all up 6 spots. Hobbs picks up 2 more spots. An incident between the 12 and the 88, causing those drivers to be slow. Looks as though the 12 car of Robbie Richards got loose, come down on the 88 of Michael Robinson. Both those drivers losing several positions. Jeremy Hobbs will take that 6th position. Tony Iverson, he's running in 8th right now. He's up 12 positions from the start of this race. That puts him in 20th.
Well, you know, looking at it like this, sorry about that. Severe storms going on. We haven't had rain in around about a month, and now it all suddenly came up here. But Radbird's Shutter's
Nice.
way out in front in that 44 machine. James Silver's in that 2nd spot there in a 33. Under attack by Braden Black there right behind him. Then there's a good gap. There is Lancaster. Then a little further back, Dylan Merriam and Jeremiah Hobbs. That's in 5th and 6th. Corey Stahl currently running 7th on the board with Tony Iverson, Sean Kostritza, and Michael Robinson. Your top 10 here at Gateway. You're watching the Bluegrass XFINITY Series as Radbird Shutters leads on lap number 13. In the middle of 3 and 4, coming out turn number 4. BJ, he's running a pretty good lap times right now. And it's up for the other 2, Silvers and Black. Now, we saw last night in the Truck Series, you know, fuel strategy game at the very end. Could this be what will happen tonight?
It's a very good chance. Right now I'm showing that the stage break is on lap 26. I'm not entirely sure if that is correct or not. Seems awfully early for a 110 lap race. But it will be interesting to see if it is. But I know one thing, if that is the stage break, it's definitely going to change things up for fuel, because that should be one fuel run right there. So we should be looking right around 30 laps of fuel. Should be about the same as what we saw in the trucks. So it's a very, very good chance that is what we will be looking at.
Well, looking at the back, you see Jason Collins currently running 20th. Travis Twitty in a 29, currently running 19th. Looking underneath, Darius Boyd out of turn number 2 there, down the back straightaway. And then Brandon Robertson there in the 2 machine. Look at there, they're 2 by 2. Coming out of turn number 4, some good racing here at Gateway. You know, last night in Truck Series, we saw pretty much single file until around about the end, BJ, when we had a couple of cautions. But the Xfinity Series, they look pretty racy here tonight.
Yeah, they have definitely started battling it out a little bit more. If the stage break is correct, it is in 10 laps. These drivers are going to do everything they can, get in these top 10 positions and get those bonus points for these stage finishes. So these drivers duking it out already, starting to go side by side. We were single file throughout the entire field for a little while, but now it's definitely looking a lot more racy than what we saw last night. Brandon Robertson right there, you saw him, he's taking a look to the middle of a 3-wide situation. If he were to have done it, thinks better of it, backs out 46 of Kostritz on the inside of Stahl still. Just holding up Brandon Robertson. Holding him up there momentarily. He now gets around Kostritza.
Now looking at 971 of Maurer. Maurer to the inside of Sean Kostritza there. trying to make a pass, but the Stritz is a little bit strong on outside. And that 46 machine, as they come down the front straightaway, they complete lap number 17 on lap number 18. Heading back up front, it's still Radburn Shutters way out in front from James Silvers and Braden Black there in the 56 machine. Those top three drivers way ahead. And then in the middle there, you see Adam Lancaster currently running fourth. He has a gap between him and Jeremiah Hobbs, who's in the top five. And directly behind him, you see Dylan Merriam there in the 25 machine, trying to close the gap, but they're still racing mid-pack here. As you look at Maurer to the inside of Kostritza, as they go into turn number one, they're side by side. Kostritza is running that middle groove. Maurer down towards the inside there in the line. Out of turn number two, down the back straightaway. Here you see the 22 machine. That is Tyler Evans. You got Justin Winters into 7. Winters to the inside as Evans got a little tight there entering the turn. He pushed way up the track and give it to Winters for the 6th place. A little further up, you see the 6th machine. That is Brad Deere and Robbie Richards are battling. Nate Maurer right up ahead. Look at Sean Kostritza. Went back around Nate Maurer. Kostritza in that 11th spot. We got a wreck on the track. Our first caution of the night. Looks like it's going to be Robbie Richards in that 12 machine.
Good job by everybody to avoid him as he slid through that track, through the track, and good job by him to not slide up the track, collect anybody else. That's the second time we've seen that number 12 machine get loose in the corner. This time nobody else involved, but unfortunately does bring out the caution. That middle line does appear to be the quicker line, the more dominant line to run right now, but as you see right there, it is definitely the harder line to run.
Yes, I mean, and he's at 90-degree angle. I mean, and all the drivers managed to get around him. So, I mean, not having even contact. It looked like minimal damage to the 12 machine of Robbie Richards. As the drivers are coming down pit road, there you see Radburn Shutters leading the field. Interesting to see what they do. Do they take tires or just gas?
I think at this point I definitely would take tires and fuel. If the stage is going to be on lap, it appears as though Shutters only took fuel by the looks of that. So far everybody is only taking fuel. Perhaps they're looking to hold out to the stage break to take tires, but everybody in the field so far has taken fuel. So fuel, okay, we got two of them taking tires, Braden Black and Corey Stahl. Those two drivers did take tires, and Robbie Richards took tires. The only three drivers in the field take tires. We saw Black and Richards spinning to bring out the caution. Black earlier having some issues that sent him back a little bit. Very well could have, well, he was running third, but we did see him get loose earlier on. Could be the factor as to why they took tires.
Definitely, as you see him coming down the front straightaway. Justin Winters making either another pit stop or coming down pit road. Lights go out on the pace car. It's going to be Shutters and Silvers on the front row. Lancaster and Hobbs in row number 2. Then row number 3 be Robinson and Iverson. Maurer and Robertson, Kostritza and Merriam. Your top 5 rows. As the lights are on the pace car, we're fixing to let them back loose out of turn number 4 as drivers head down the back straightaway. They're 2 by 2. Again, want to apologize if you missed the first part of the race. We just had a little bit of problems. Thunderstorms and the whole 9 yards, but we got it back up and running.
as well now. Good to rock and roll, and we can't control the weather. You said it's been about a month since you had rain. I think it's been about a month since we've had sunlight here.
Well, I'll trade you for a day. How about that? Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn. We're fixing to go back green. The field's in the hands of Radburn Shutters. Down the front straightaway. In the Geico restart zone, he fires off. We're back to racing. Silver's hanging in there tight as they head down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Give it to, let's see, Silvers pulls alongside him. He's still side by side out of turn number 2. James Silvers takes the lead down the back straightaway. Radburn Shutters falls into that second spot. You got Jeremiah Hobbs, Lancaster, and Tony Iverson, your top 5 here at Gateway. They go into turn number 3, single filed out right now. Let's see what they decide to do. Now look at the 2 of Brandon Robertson there. He gets the doors shut on him. He was looking to the outside, but Nate Maurer to the inside of Sean Kostritza. Give it to Maurer. That battle is for 9th and 8th on the board. They're still battling side by side out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. BJ, they're pretty racy this mid-pack.
Yes, they are. They're doing everything they can to get into those points positions. If the information that we have is correct, they're taking the white flag on the stage right now. These drivers want to get into those top 10 positions, get those points, better their position for the standings, doing everything they can. You see right now on the inside is the 88 of Michael Robinson. He's currently up 5 spots, but he's battling Tony Iverson, who's up 15 spots since the start of this race and running in the top 5 right now.
Definitely some good racing all the way around. I mean, but James Silvers, he hasn't pulled away as Radburn Shutters in his hip pocket as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. At the start-finish line, they complete lap number 26 of 110. I got a feeling, BJ, that was not the stage.
Yeah, I thought it was awfully earlier, and I looked and I looked and I looked, and I could not find any other information on when the stage is. I'm going to guess, being that last night the trucks were on lap 40 of 100, I'm going to guess that we're probably going to be looking at right around lap 45 or lap 50 for this race here. But still out in front, Silvers continues to lead Shutters in second, and prior to that last caution, Shutters was in a rhythm. He was pulling away from Silvers and making it look easy right now. Silvers up there in that clean air doing a good job holding that car nice and steady. Shutters going to have to do everything he can to try to catch him as he's running in the dirty air right now.
Well, Michael Black up to 6, looking in the inside, makes a pass on, let's see here, Michael Robinson in the 88. Brandon Robertson in the 2, currently running 8th. They got Nate Maurer in 9th. Ben Rednear, your top 10. The field's pretty much single filed out, but passing, I mean, side-by-side racing is definitely this mid-pack with Nate Rednear and Nate Maurer and John Kostritza and Corey Stahl. Stahl to the inside of Kostritza. They go to turn number 1, but Kostritza, he gets off the... He loses a little bit there. Give it to Corey Stahl now, up to 12.
With a little bit of contact through turns 1 and 2 between Neer and Maurer. Those two drivers were able to sort it out and keep on rolling. Maurer takes that 9th spot away from Neer, continuing to fall back, loses another position out, puts him outside the top 10 as Dylan Merriam takes that 10th spot. Everybody's now starting to single file back out, calming down a little bit here. As I say that, down into turn number 1, that's going to be Corey Stahl looking to make a move on Brad Neer now for 11th. Neer under attack left and right these last couple of laps.
Definitely some good racing. Going back up front, your race leader still James Silvers, Radburn Shutters, and Jeremiah Hobbs, your top 3. As we complete lap number 30 on lap number 31. Now look at Braden Black, looks to the inside of Jeremiah Hobbs, giving to Braden Black to that 3rd position. He's looking pretty strong now, coming back through the field. Up to that 3rd position as Jeremiah Hobbs falls back to 4th. Pretty much the whole field, single file, Jason Collins back up to 14th after that restart. He's doing a pretty good job. Darius Boyd is still running 15th. Travis Twitty 16th. Robbie Richards, Bo Abbott, Justin Winters, and Tyler Evans, your top 20. Again, your points leader not in the race tonight.
No, he is not. It's very surprising to see that happen. It would take some kind of miracle at this point for him to retain the lead, as there's only a 12-point difference between him and Lancaster. Lancaster right now up 7 spots from the start of this race. He is sitting in 5th, and there's caution on the track. And it sounds like the 3-car of Jason Collins is involved in it.
The outside walls tries to save it, goes head on.
Sounds as though he had a little bit of contact on entry there with the 17 of Darius Boyd. A little bit of contact on entry, just upset the car there on entry. Does everything he can to recover, just slides all the way to that wall.
It's a different view as you see him coming into turn number 1 there. He looks a little loose right there, doesn't he, BJ?
It does look a little loose. It sounded as though there was contact, but I'm not seeing any contact as they're coming into the corner, though. Based on the comms, though, there was apparently the 17 of Darius Boyd was diving in and made contact with him, but there was nothing there. It looked like he just broke loose on entry.
Then head
Hard
on.
hit to the outside.
Yes.
Hard hit. Stage is on lap 45. Stage is on lap 45. We did just get the information.
Well, Brad Neer and Jason Collins are in pit road. Right now, 18 cars on the lead lap.
Sounds like it will be ruled a racing incident. There is no contact into the turn. Just the air being taken off the side of the 3 cars. Those 2 were so close into the turn, caused the 3 car to get loose, lost that downforce on the left side of the car. And, you know, that is known to happen here in the XFINITY cars. I've been there myself. I've felt the effects. It does happen as the lights go out on a pace car. James Silver's is going to choose the inside. Radburn Shutter is going to be taking the inside here. Like to see if Shutters can get a better restart than what he had last time and try to make a move on Silvers.
Definitely, you see the drivers going back and forth there, trying to put some heat in those tires. Under our second caution of the night.
Sorry about that. My headset decided to die on me, but we are good now.
Pace car looking to make the hard left-hand turns as we go back to racing. Stage will end at 45. Pace car is in. The field's in the hands of James Silvers as they get to the Geico restart zone. Right there. Let's see when he fires off. He fires off now. Good side-by-side start. As they head into turn number 1, Silvers with advantage. Then you have Jeremiah Hobbs looking to the outside for that second spot. Out of turn number 2, giving to Hobbs. Altitude down the back straightaway. Rayburn Shutters looking, trying to, he shuts the door. Braden Black back to the inside now. Braden putting heavy pressure on Shutters as they come up out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. They're side by side. And look at Tony Iverson in the top 5 of 15 spots right now. He's your person that's been on the move.
He's definitely the biggest mover of this race, doing a very good job keeping that car clean, just slowly working his way forward. Our pole starter, the 44 of Radburn Shutter, sitting in third. Starting on the inside has been hurting him these last 2 restarts. He had the choice, the first of the 2 restarts, to go to the outside. He chose the inside. He lost position to Silvers. That middle line through 1 and 2 seems to be the dominant side, and that is really helping on the restarts for Silvers. Right now, Shutters, he's going to fall back in to 4th place. His tires have got to be taking a toll. They've got to be showing the wear from running so hard that first green flag stint that we had.
And then you look right now, Brandon Robertson to the inside of Tony Iverson. Iverson gives up the position, give it to Brandon Robertson now in the top 5. Iverson battling with Lancaster. Lancaster to the inside as they're down the front straightaway. Lancaster in that 7th position. Oh, the 6'6", Corey Stahl had to really check up there. Now Corey Stahl looking to the inside of Lancaster.
Meanwhile, while that is going on, Hobbs is under attack from Braden Black. Black on his inside. The last time by, Black was faster by 0.3 of a second when they crossed the stripe. Black does take away that 2nd position from Jeremiah Hobbs. Top 3 now. Silver still leading the way. Black, Hobbs in 3rd. It's going to be Shutters and Robinson rounding out your top 5. These drivers doing everything they can to get up the front. With 6 laps to go right now to the end of the stage.
Definitely, they're going to book it now because now it's points. Points battling time. We're your stage points. Every little bonus point helps. As we're on board with Braden Black. We're going to get on the gas out of turn number 4. Chasing down the race leader, James Silvers. As they come across our finish line, lap number 40 on lap number 41. Now look at Black, BJ. He can really keep it down there.
Yes, he can. He's done a good job saving those tires, apparently, as he is really flying into these corners. He is still the fastest car on track. The last time by, once again, by 0.3 of a second over Silvers. Silvers had a good run off turn number 2 to pull away from Black down the back straightaway, but Black still gaining right up onto his back bumper through 1 and 2. Half a car length gap between those two off the corner. Crease to about 2 car lengths down the straightaway. Silvers still has the straightaway speed on Black. It's really helping him out. Look at the gap close from Black to Silvers there in turn number 1.
You got to know Black wants to make extra points there. He wants to finish, the stage up front, but Silver's strong right now, holding off Black. Radburn Shutters there in that 3rd spot as we're on board with him. Look right ahead, you can see Black and Silvers as they come out turn number 4 down the front straightaway. As we complete lap number 42 on lap number 43, James Silvers. And there is Braden Black. Silvers runs a little higher line, it looks like in 1 and 2. Black just cannot conquer the inside to take advantage.
That's right. Silvers is able to get that momentum off of the corner, doing a good job to pull off of Black and maintain that speed, maintain the position. Black has been quicker the last several times by, but it's just, they're so close in speed, and Silver's doing a good job defending, taking away the optimal line from Black, making it very difficult to pass him here. When we come around off of turn number 4, we will be 2 laps to go, or 1 lap to go.
1 lap to go for the stage break. Silvers, Black, Shutters, Robertson, and Hobbs, your top 5. There is Jeremiah Hobbs in that 5th position. As we're coming to complete lap number 44, the white flag for this stage is out. If Black wants to take the stage win, he has to do it now as they come out turn number 2. BJ, does he push to the limits?
I most definitely wouldn't. Look like Black was a little bit as he got a little loose off of turn number 2. That allowed Silvers to pull ahead. Black giving it everything he's got, but it looks like it's going to be too little too late. Silvers rolling off of turn number 4. Checker flag is in the air. It's going to be Silvers, Black, Shutters. Oh, and those positions will remain Silvers, Black, Shutters, Robertson, Hobbs, Stahl, Lancaster, Iverson, and Kostritza and Robinson. Your top 10 here for the stage. Silvers going to bring home those 10 points and 1 playoff point here tonight. Good run from Silvers and a good restart to take that lead away from Shutters.
Well, we got this opportunity real quick. Let's look at the sponsors of Bluegrass. Roasted Jim's Coffee, Kinder, Bucket, Nitro Racing, and Huffman. Lead sponsors here with the Bluegrass. As we're under stage, this completed the stage here. Silvers picking up the win. Black is Shutters, your top 3.
Pit stops getting ready to go underway for these drivers. You're momentarily be getting everybody taking 4 tires all the way around the car, topping them off with fuel, getting ready to rock and roll for the remainder of this race. We'll go back green to be lap 50, so it'll be about 60 laps to go to the end of the race, Steve.
Yeah.
A lot of this is going to have to do with who can get off pit road the quickest.
Definitely. Who has it, who don't, that's for sure. Who brought their A game tonight, and who is, backtracking, trying to figure out where they went wrong. As you look, there they are in their pit stalls. See what kind of pit strategy plays out here.
Talking about where they might have went wrong, Radburn Shutter's got to be one of those drivers scratching his head, questioning where he went wrong. What can he do to fix it and make it right this time? He is going to roll off of pit road in 3rd. Silvers will retain the lead. Braden Black will retain 2nd. But Shutters, he started on pole, fell all the way back to 4th. He's now back up into 3rd. He's got a long ways to go and a short time to get there here in the remainder of this race.
Definitely they do. I wonder if some's still on the other stream. Like, where's the broadcast? It's on there. It's going.
Be right back. We'll see if we can't get Silvers. We have caught up with the stage winner, 33 of Silvers. We'll make this really quick. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car already. You had a good run. You got a good restart. What's your game plan here for the rest of the race?
Just try to do the same thing and keep capitalizing and don't make mistakes and try to save a little bit because 3 and 4 is a little bit easier, but once you get 1 and 2, it likes to, get a little bit too tight. So hopefully we can save our tires just a little bit better this time around and have a good race right here.
All righty, well, good luck to you. We'll let you get back at it. Won't keep you any longer.
All right, I appreciate
you
man.
need to go down to Cornerstone, correct?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All righty, good luck to you. All righty, that was Silvers. The lights are out side by side throughout the entire field. Silvers chose the outside, Black on the inside. We roll to the Geico restart zone. You see it there marked on the inside wall. Green flag is out. Silvers, he's on the loud pedal. Good start for Silvers. Black, not such a good start for him on the inside as he's going to lose that 2nd position. Brandon Robertson on the outside through turns 1 and 2. He will have that position. Braden Black's going to settle in behind most of the field, already settling out to single file. Further back in the field, we see side-by-side racing. It looks as though that's going to be between the 88 and the 12 car of Michael Robinson and Robbie Richards, as well as some more racing back behind them.
Definitely some good racing as you look at the two of Robertson. Try to put some pressure on the 33 of Silvers. Cannot do it as they come out turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Single file the top 6, and then look a little further back. There's some 2 wide action. Corey Stahl passing the 12 of Robbie Richards. The 25 is up top there. Look at Corey Stahl up to 8th as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Now up front, the battle for the race lead. Look at Brandon Robertson taking the lead over James Silvers. Robertson to the bottom line. Here comes Silvers battling back up on the top shelf. Down the back straightaway. There's a drag race for your race lead. Let's see what prevails as you look. They go into turn number 3. Give it to Robertson. Silvers will fall in line. Look at Tony Iverson now. Looking to the inside. Braden Black cannot make the pass. They single file out.
Everybody beginning single file out. Robertson pulling away from Silvers for that race lead. Black now starting to reel Silvers in. Iverson, he's currently sitting in 4th. He's still the biggest mover of the race, up 16 spots, doing a great job right now. And Steve, one thing we haven't mentioned and we haven't really seen is Bryce. He didn't make it tonight.
No, he didn't. And what's odd, he said he was looking for the stream.
Yeah. Let's make it even more odd. He's sitting in Discord right now, a few channels below us.
Huh.
Well.
Interesting.
Jeez, always.
You look right now, Brandon Robertson is your race leader. He's pulled out in front from James Silvers, your top 5 single file. Then you look a little further back. There's Jeremiah Hobbs in 6, Michael Robinson and Corey Stahl, Brad Neer and Robbie Richards. Your top 10, there's Mo Abbott, Sean Kostritza. Then you got Travis Twitty, Adam Lancaster, Justin Winters, and Tyler Evans, Nate Maurer, Bill Merriam, Harris Boyd, and Jason Collins, your top 20.
Looking back at Adam Lancaster sitting in 14th right now. He's 2 spots back from where he started the race and a long ways back from where we saw him earlier as he's on the inside of Twitty. Looking to take away that 14th position or 13th position from Twitty. Does get the position. He's got to be looking to get back forward a little bit. He had a very slow pit stop at 25 seconds compared to everybody else on the field. He's nearly 10 to 11 seconds off pace on that pit stop. Not real sure if something might have happened with that number 1 machine, but he's got to be getting back on track and getting moving back forward as we have passed the halfway mark of this race.
Past the halfway mark. Robinson, Silvers, and Black, your top 3. The field's kind of single filed out. Tony Iverson up 16 spots in that 4th position. Looking to try to get a top podium finish tonight.
He's doing a very good job of it. You see him there, he's reeling in Braden Black. Got a good run into turn number 3. Had to back it back down to avoid contact with Braden Black. If he keeps going the way he's going to do one of 2 things. He's going to make the pass on Braden Black. Sorry, one of 3 things. He'll make the pass on Braden Black, cause a caution, or burn up his tires and end up losing positions. And the way he's been going tonight, the latter is the least likely.
Definitely. These drivers are on lap number 58 of 110. You know, time to get there, but you know, you gotta play it smart. Don't want to put, you know, show all your cards at once here. And we've got our fourth caution of the night. Looks like it comes out for Corey Stahl.
Caution flag in the air once again. Take a look at our NRLA instant replay. Sounds as though we got a claim on that caution.
Once here. And we've got our fourth. Oh.
Brad Neer did in fact claim that caution. As you see the replay, the 66 going around up into the wall. Seen it several times here tonight. Neer is receiving the penalty and heading to the rear of the field.
As we're under our third caution here at Gateway.
You know, Steve, if Brandon Robertson chooses the outside on this restart, that puts Tony Iverson sitting in fourth directly behind the leader for the restart. We saw it work for Robertson on that last restart as he took second place and then moments later took the lead. This could be huge for Iverson.
Definitely. Robinson, your race leader. Silvers and Black, your top three. Iverson, Shutters, Hobbs, Robinson, Richards, Abbott, and Christensen, your top 10. And if you're watching on the Bluegrass iRacing Series Facebook page, yep, it did not reload back onto YouTube, so tell your friends, watch it on Facebook.
So we have.
That's the only downside, BJ. I just don't know how to restart YouTube before the Bluegrass side with Restream.
Yeah.
I mean, it says it's connected, but I have no clue how it's working, you know? I mean, obviously it's not showing.
It's definitely a lot of hoops to jump through when you're going through Restream. A lot of the people back at home don't realize how much producers go through to get everything going and get it put out for the viewers. And just, you know, have a smooth broadcast, let alone when you've got the storms to deal with.
Well, we're going back racing as the two of Brandon Robertson chooses the outside. James Silver's in a second spot. They got Iverson and Black in row number 2. Redburn and Jeremiah Hobbs in row number 3.
Robertson does, in fact, choose the outside. This could help Iverson. He's up 17 positions, Steve. That puts him in last place of this race. He's sitting in fourth right now. Come to the Geico restart zone. Iverson's already beside of Silver's. Green flag is out. Silver squeezes Iverson a little bit, but it's not going to slow him down. Robertson off to a fantastic start around the outside. Iverson looking to does take third away. He's looking to try to make a move on Silvers. He's right up on his back bumper here out of turn number 2.
It's a dog race mid-pack. Look at them. They're side by side moving around. A little dicey there as they go into turn number 3, the 44. That's Redbird Shutters. He makes the pass on Jeremiah Hobbs, or tries to. They're side by side out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. That's a battle for 5th and 6th on the board. But up front, you look at Brandon Robertson. He's your race leader. A little high there. Silver's a little bit lower. Gates a little bit on exit. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Silvers will fall in line, but the top 2 are starting to pull away from Tony Iverson, who's in that 3rd spot there. Blackbird in fourth. Jeremiah Hobbs and Radburn Shutter still battling side by side. As they come out turn number 4, we complete lap number 63 on lap number 64. Now Hobbs will fall in line. They're top 3. Look at him. Iverson. He's actually closing up on Silvers as they come out turn number 2.
Yes, he is the only driver in the field to actually turn a sub 35-second lap that last time by. A little bit slower on the pace here on this lap. So we see the 56 of Braden Black starting to close in on him. One driver, though, to think about, Radburn Shutters. He's not had the race that he would like, as he started on pole and he's led about half of the first stage by leading the first stint of that right up to the first caution, and then he just started falling back from there, just struggling in that number 44 machine, not liking that dirty air. Back up front though, we got Robertson. Silver starting to close the gap on him. Iverson trying to get back in the groove, trying to close the gap on both of them, but he is still off the pace a little bit from what he was when he was up there with them.
Into turn number 1, the top 2 pulled away from Iverson. Iverson holding off Braden Black and Radburn Shutters. Shutters in that 44 machine. He's going to look underneath of Braden Black. He thought better of it. He'll fall back in line. Now he looks to the inside as they go into turn number 3. The 44 of Shutters trying to make something happen here. Out of turn number 4, he pulls up alongside him. Look at him get a little loose there on the exit. Down the front straightaway. These drivers battling side by side. Some good racing going into turn number 1. They're door handle to door handle. But look at the 56 of Blackburn. That middle line just prevails as they come out turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Look a little further back. You see Maurer there battling with the 22 of Tyler Evans. Then right ahead, you have Justin Winters currently running at 12th. Looking to the inside of Mo Abbott. That's a battle for 10th and 11th, 10th and 12th on the board. As Mo Abbott on the outside of Winters. Winters on the inside going into turn number 1. He's going to see if he can complete the pass. He does not. The 48 has the momentum on that middle line as it exits turn number 2. Then you come back up front. You look at the 44 of Shutters is on the inside of the 56 of Braden Black. Side by side on the rumble strips there you see him. Out of turn number 3, entering turn number 4, exiting turn number 4. Give it to Radburn Shutters for that 4th position. Down the front straightaway. Now you got Hobbs to the inside of Black.
Shutters doing a good job there, just staying patient, lap after lap, staying side by side with Braden Black. Eventually was able to prevail. A little bit of contact between Black and Hobbs. Those two managed to hold on to it and keep it on going. But the 12 machine of Robbie Richards able to stick a nose underneath the Black and take that position. Black continues to fall back. He's all the way back to 7th now.
2x2 racing, but up front, Brandon Robertson, your race leader. Silver's in his hip pocket. The top
Black.
2.
Black wrecking.
Oh, on the front straightaway. Take a look at your replay. The 88's to the inside. That's Michael Robinson. Look at all those drivers lucky to miss them.
Good job by those drivers to miss them. Good job by Braden Black to just lock it up and hold the car in position there. Looking a lot like what we saw from Jason Collins and Darius Boyd earlier. Just took this air off the left side of the car on the outside when they ran side by side, took the weight off the car and caused them to go around. Doesn't quite spin it all the way out. Just turns it nearly 90 degrees on the track, brings her to a halt. Very well done by all drivers involved to avoid causing that wreck to get any bigger than it already was.
As we look inside of Braden Black's machine. Now you look ahead to 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs. He's loose right there coming out of turn number 4. You got to wonder, Braden, that might have caused him maybe to overreact a little bit. I'm not too sure.
It's definitely very possible. Maybe he let off the throttle when he saw Hobbs get loose and it caused the nose of the car to drop, took the weight off the rear end. But you seen right around the same time that Hobbs get loose, you saw the counter steer from Black there. He was also getting loose off the turns. Very, very close in timing there between the two. And two very good possibilities between the air being taken off the side of the car and him letting off the throttle, dropping the nose, taking the weight off the rear end.
Well, off the pit road comes Brandon Robertson, Silvers, Iverson, Shutters, and Richards. Nate Maurer listed as your race leader right behind the pace car.
Maurer's going to be on the oldest tires in the field now. His last pit was on lap 59. He's the only car in the field that did not pit that time by. The rest of these drivers should be able to make it all the way on fuel. Not 100% sure. I haven't seen a full fuel run yet from these drivers. But I do believe that's going to allow the 2 car of Brandon Robertson all the way back to the rest of the field to finish this race out on fuel. Maurer's going to be praying for a caution here.
Mowers. The lights go on the pace vehicle. Mowers chooses the outside. So Robertson will start on the inside. As they head out turn number 2, they're going to double them up down the back straightaway. That's pretty neat, BJ. I just looked. You see the cars driving by.
I noticed that yesterday. There was one clip yesterday in the trucks. It almost looked like there was a car on the highway right over there trying to race the cars on the track, and I kind of chuckled to myself a little bit and went on with the race. It was kind of amusing to see.
Definitely.
There, like that.
Yeah. The pace car looking to make that hard left-hand turn down into pit road. The field's in the hands of Nate Mowers when they get to the Geico restart zone. Good start there for Nate Mowers. He heads into turn number 1. Robertson in his hip pocket. Look at Tony Iverson. Iverson on the outside trying to make a move out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Silvers in the hip pocket of 2 of Robertson. As they head down the back straightaway, Robertson looks at the inside of Maurer. They're side by side. Give it to Robertson now. Now look at Silvers and Iverson. They're looking to the bottom, freight train around Maurer as they head out turn number 4 down the front straightaway. We've got the 25 of Travis 20 around on the front straightaway. Bringing out your caution. Look at the instant replay as they head out of turn number 4. Number 25 just gets loose and head on to that inside wall there.
It's unfortunate. That's the effects of cold tires on hot asphalt. A lot less grip, and the hot asphalt just makes it that much harder to get the grip. But first couple laps just so dangerous to really push the cars. A couple of drivers heading down pit road. I'm noticing that's a bit surprising, but we continue to look at the replay. The 29 of Twitty just on the throttle a little bit too early there, I think, for those cold tires, for those fresh tires that he had on the car. Goes around, gets contact. I didn't catch that before. Gets contact from the 17 of Darius Boyd.
25 involved.
Down on pit road, we've got the 46, the 6, the 25, the 66, the 88, the 10, the 29, the 3, and the 17. All those drivers going down pit road. And one driver that's still, I don't think, has gone down pit road. Yes, no? Yes, he did. The 971 of Nate Maurer, he's mired back in 11th now after restarting in first on the last restart. Brandon Robertson hands over the lead as he headed down pit road as well, giving it to James Silvers. Tony Iverson, 18 spots to the good. He's now in second. Silvers chooses the outside.
All right. As lights go on the pace car, we're going to set them loose out of turn number 4.
Hey, Steve, look at this. Somebody else who's been silent all night long. The 48 of Mo Abbott. He's going to be restarting in 4th. He's moved his way up there to get up there into the top 5 now.
Yes, he did. Look at him. Field, 21 drivers. 1 did not start. That was Scott Fritz. He was your points leader going tonight, so tonight's going to hurt him. You got Travis Twitty in pit road, Jason Collins. As Silvers will bring us back to green out of turn number 4.
Silvers has been strong all night long on these restarts. That's how he was able to get the stage win. Restarts playing into his hand. Iverson is looking to take a peek there to try to get a good start here. Green flag is out. Good start from both those drivers. Iverson retains second place for the moment. Mo Abbott on the outside, so we head down into turn number 1. Mo Abbott's going to fall back, so Iverson will keep that second position. Radburn Shutters sitting back there in 4th. He was looking, hoping to try to make a move on momentum on the outside off turn number 2. Just too much for Radburn Shutters to be able to make a move.
Silvers, Iverson, and Abbott, your top 3. Single file out through the field. As they come out of turn number 4, we complete lap number 78 on lap number 79 out of 110. And now, to the inside is Tony Iverson. A battle for the race lead. Hard on the brakes there. You saw some smoke. Iverson pushes up a tad bit out of turn number 2. The battle for the race lead. Now Iverson falls in line. Mo Abbott in that 3rd spot under attack by Radburn Shutters. Shutters to the inside. Shutters will take that 3rd spot into turn number 3. Now he's not done. He's looking to the inside of Iverson. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Iverson just got a little too hot the last time by into turn number 1, pushed up a little bit. And that kind of detoured that run. But look at the 44 now, looking to make a pass for a 2nd spot. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Give it to Shutters. But Iverson still battling back on the outside. A dog race down into turn number 3.
Definitely fighting very hard for those positions. This is allowing Silvers to increase his lead little by little, lap after lap over these 2. Shutters looking to try to get those positions back that he lost earlier in the race. Looking good for it. Give it to Shutters at the line. Iverson, strong car all night long, locking up that left rear tire though. Down into turn number 1 a couple laps ago. That's really going to hurt his tires. That hurt his momentum. As a total, he is fighting that car right now, giving it everything he's got to try to make it up and try to get going. Now he is looking to be under attack from Adam Lancaster's. Lancaster's right up to his back bumper now.
Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Lancaster in that 4th position. Mo Abbott's falling back to 5th. Look at Justin Winters. He's up 12 spots in that 6th position. Tyler Evans in 7th. Brandon Robertson in 8th. As we're on lap number 82, still pretty much single filed out. Green and black out of the race. Jason Collins and Scott Fritz. Travis Twitty on a track, but in 18th position. Meanwhile, out of turn number 4, head down the front straightaway, James Silvers will complete lap number 82 of 110. Into turn number 1, right up ahead is that number 3 of Jason Collins. Collins many laps down in an earlier caution with some heavy front end damage. These drivers coming along down the back straightaway. Now, BJ, you got to wonder. We have around about 30-something laps left. What do you do?
You know, it's definitely a hard thing to answer that. The 3 car, the first time lap traffic has come into play tonight, he just goes his first lap down of the race. Silver's still leading the way, but you see the gap close between him and Shutters drastically when he got behind Collins. That dirty air affecting these cars a massive amount, as Shutters was Silvers was 3/10 slower this last couple laps by while he was behind Collins. You know, these drivers, they're going to go to the end of the race on the fuel that they've got. I do believe that. Silvers has got the clean air. It's really helping them. Shutters is showing faster lap times for the most part. The last time by Silvers was quicker. It's up to Silvers right now to not make a mistake and own the track to avoid getting past here in the late stages of this race, as we have 26 to go. 25 will hit the line.
Well, as you know, he won the stage. Silvers did. Bradford, Shutters, and Tony Iverson, your top 3. There's Lancaster in the hit pocket of Tony Iverson as they head down the front straightaway. 25 laps to go here. Mo Abbott in 5th. They got Justin Winters in 6th. Tyler Evans in 7th. And Brandon Robertson 8th. Sean Stritza in at 9th. And then Robbie Richards in 10th. Right now, everybody trying to chase down your race leader, James Silvers. You know, he's been kind of on a hot streak the last couple of races here in the Bluegrass iRacing Series. Up front, doing a fantastic job. Now with 24 laps to go. Winters looking to the inside of Mo Abbott. That's the battle for 5th and 6th. Abbott has it out, turn number 2. Winters trying to make something that happen on the inside groove. Could not make it happen as I head down the back straightaway.
You know, you mentioned Silvers being on a hot streak. He most definitely has been leading quite a few laps here lately. Just not yet had the luck to secure that win that he's been looking for. Right now, he is sitting good to do it. He's just got to hold on to that car. He's got to save his tires as much as he can. Make that thing last as long as he can. Take it to the end of the race if it's possible. And keep it clean. It sounds like pit stops are being called out, though, from some of these drivers. Maybe they can't make it to the end of the race.
Maybe not, or maybe they just want some gas for some insurance. Oh, you look out. Iverson in that 3rd spot there. Lancaster looking to the inside. Out of turn number 4. Lancaster, got really loose. Had to avoid the inside wall. He'll fall back in line there. Had to gain his bearings to get a run on Tony Iverson. Look at the 44 Shutters. It looks like he's not done this. Now he's closing up on the 33 of Silvers. Down the back straightaway with 22 laps to go. Shutters to the inside going into turn number 3. They're side by side. Silver's your race leader on the outside. The momentum is helping them. But out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. These drivers still, they made contact. And the 44, he saves it, BJ.
What an incredible save, and some tough luck for Shutters on that one. But wow, what a save that was. Steve, he was almost 90 degrees on that front straightaway and brought it back without hitting anything, without anybody else getting involved in it. What a job to save that car. But up front now, that gives Silver some breathing room. Iverson back to 2nd. Lancaster is up to 3rd now.
As they head out turn number 4 down the front straightaway, 20 laps to go for James Silvers. Iverson and Lancaster top 3. Bo Abbott Brandon Robertson, and Justin Winters. Tyler Evans, Robbie Richards, Sean Kostritza, Radburn Shutters falling all the way back to 10th. Then you got Jeremiah Hawes, Michael Robinson, Nate Maurer, and Travis Twitty in 14th. Corey Stahl in 15th. Brad Deere, J.C. Collins in 17th. Braden Black in 18th. Dylan Merriam in 19th. And Darius Boyd out of the race. Coming to 19 to go. Here at Gateway, you're watching the Bluegrass XFINITY Series.
Mo Abbott dropping back heavily. The 48 machine having some issues there on the track. Never mind, having connection issues. He remains in 4th. Everybody in the field single filing it out right now. They're playing it safe, staying calm. 19 laps to go when they cross the stripe right now. It'll be 18 laps to go. Silver still leading the way by nearly a half second over Iverson. Iverson very slowly, but he is starting to close that gap between him and Silver. Silvers might have pushed that car too hard early on of this run, as that gap is down to under 0.3 of a second between those two.
It definitely is. Look at Silvers doing everything he has. He's trying to play it right, play it smart. He's running a tad bit different line than Silvers as they come out turn number 4, coming to 17 to go. Your top 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 there. We're about equal gapping in between those. And you got Brandon Robertson in the top 5. Justin Winters still in 6, up 12 spots. Robertson goes high. Winters looks to the inside. Can't make it happen. He'll fall back in line as they come down the back straightaway. James Silvers, he won the stage break. He's trying to win tonight as he heads into turn number 3. It was grabbed by a 3-car length advantage over Tony Iverson. Iverson in that 72 machine. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. 16 to go for these drivers. Silvers, Iverson, Lancaster, Abbott, and Robertson. Your top 5 here at Gateway.
And I'd like to go ahead and mention really quickly with 16 laps to go here. I do apologize. Yes, we did have some stuttering on the stream there. Steve is under some very heavy weather in his area. These drivers, though, 7-car of Winters giving up 6th position to come down pit lane this time. This does sound as though these drivers are not going to be able to make it on fuel, and if they're going to, it's going to be very, very close. They're going to have to do a lot of saving. Right now, up in front, though, we've got Silvers, Iverson, and now Mo Abbott as Lancaster takes it pit side and gives up that 3rd position. These drivers still up here in the top 3. They're stretching their fuel to the limits here tonight. They're going to be doing everything they can to take it to the finish at this point.
Coming down like the truck race. Never know what will happen until the final lap. But Silver still your race leader. Iverson in 2nd, coming to 14 to go. As you see the drivers on pit road there as they come into turn number 1. Silvers with roundabout a 4 to 5 car length advantage over Tony Iverson. Then you got Mo Abbott. And then Brandon Robertson, he's like, Woody car's back.
Yeah, he is falling way back, but still right there within striking distance when you look at the fact that all these drivers that are pitting are the drivers that last pitted on lap 71. Brandon Robertson pitted on lap 75. If they're just a couple laps tight to the end of this race, that puts Brandon Robertson in great positions. These top 3 are going to start playing the fuel-saving game, start clutching their cars, shutting them off through the turns, whatever they've got to do to save fuel. Whereas Brandon Robertson in the 2 machine, he's got 4 extra laps and coming down pit road, the 72 of Iverson. He's heading down pit road now. He's going to give up that 2nd position to Mo Abbott. Never mind, Mo Abbott's following him.
Yep, they both are. They look, oh, you can see him getting heavy on the brakes there, not getting a speeding penalty. James Silver's way out in front in that 33 machine. Gotta wonder, when's he gonna make his pit stop? There is Brandon Robertson. Robbie Richards in 3rd. Rapper Shutters now takes over 3rd. So Shutters back up in the game.
Based on what I'm seeing out of that 33 machine, I'm going to say he's probably not looking to pit. He is shutting that car completely off as he rolls through the turns, doing everything he can to save fuel.
Yes, he is. James Silvers. Coming to 10 laps to go this time when they cross the start-finish line. Here you see Travis Twitty ahead and Bo Abbott in the 48 machine. As they come out of turn number 4, coming to 10 laps to go here. Silver's got a little loose on exit. He looks to the inside of Twitty as they head into turn number 1. Brandon Robertson just now past the start-finish line. In that second spot there, you got Robbie Richards in the 12 machine, your top 3. Bradford Shutters now on pit road to make his final stop of the night. Gotta wonder when that 33 is coming.
I still am leaning towards believing that the 33 is going to try to make it to the end. Shades of what we saw last night, though. Look, 2 cars behind him of Brandon Robertson and Robbie Richards. If Silver's just a couple laps tight on this, or a lap tight on this even, Robertson and Richards are both clear to the end of the race with 4 extra laps of fuel. It's going to make it extremely tight and extremely interesting finish, just like we saw last night. Steve, I don't know about you, but I love watching these fuel games.
Definitely, you got to wonder, does Silvers have enough? And, you look at the pit strategies here. Silvers has only had 4 stops. Robertson has 5. Richards has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Evans with 4. Stritza with 5. Maurer with 6. So, totally different pit strategies all throughout the night.
Yeah, it's all over the board, and that is something that's extremely common to see when you have several cautions throughout the race. This is our first and only green flag pit stop that we've had all race long going on, and continuing to go on actually with these drivers. Most of them have come down pit road, I feel like, that are going to. Tyler Evans and James Silver's the only 2 drivers to pit on lap 71 that have not come down once again. Robertson and Richards both lap 75. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I just heard the 33 call out a pit stop. He is heading towards pit road with only 7 laps to go.
He's heading down pit road. Brandon Robertson will take over the lead as he comes out of turn number 4. Coming to 6 to go. He will pass James Silvers, who's in pit road. Robertson, now your race leader. Richards is 2nd, Evans to 3rd, Restritza and Maurer, your top 5 here at Gateway. As you look at Robbie Richards, he's in striking distance right now. Does he have anything for Brandon Robertson as they go into turn number 3? These drivers are taking it easy. Out of turn number 4, coming to 5 laps to go here at Gateway.
If these 2 drivers are close on fuel, we might have an identical finish to what we did last night, and that would definitely be something to see. Richards is hanging back right now. He's not really pushing the issue. He's not driving that car hard. Robertson, he's just kind of on a Sunday cruise too, but he's running just about a 10th quicker than Richards right now. These 2 drivers, it is up to them how they're going to finish at this point in time. The only driver left on track now that was last pitted on lap 71 that has not pitted is Tyler Evans, running in 4th right now. He's still looking to try to get his... I take that back. He just went down pit road.
Tyler Evans down pit road. So your top 3, Robertson, Richards, and Kostritza, your top 3. Robertson. How many races, BJ? 2?
I believe so.
I believe it's 2 races he's won, trying to make his third as he come out turn number 4 down the front straightaway. But Robbie Richards is in that hip pocket there.
Brandon Robertson has got 1 win on the season. Nobody this season has got 2 wins yet.
I thought it was 2, but anyway, go for his second win. How about that? Trying to give it everything he had. And now he looks to the inside of Travis Twitty going into turn number 3. The sun is blazing here at Gateway as they're battling side by side, coming to 2 laps to go. Brandon Robertson, your race leader.
2 laps to go right now. Popsicle sticks are in the air. Richards trying to work his way through the lap traffic to keep up with Robertson. He's got to be praying right now that Robertson has to start saving fuel, and he's doing okay, that Robertson is going to run out and he can make it. You see right there just off to the right of your screen, Richards making his move around Twitty, trying to keep up with Robertson, keep him right there within striking distance. The guy who's led the majority of the laps tonight, the 33 of James Silvers, he's made his way back to the top 5 here in this race. Everybody from there on back has had to pit since the last caution. The top 4 right now, the only drivers to not pit during that last caution. That is Robertson, Richards, Kostritza, and Maurer. Kostritza, Steve, he's up for his best finish of the season as well.
As they come out turn number 4, the chicken flag is waving, giving the win to Brandon Robertson, picking up his second win of the season. Robbie Richards comes home second. And the 46 is smoking in that third spot out of turn number 4. Oh, Nelly. Sean Kostritza comes home third with, I guess, a blown motor or something, BJ. I don't know. That car is smoking.
That's got to be the first time I've ever seen a car on iRacing, especially come home with a podium with smoke blowing out of that thing.
Give it up for Brandon Robertson picking up the win tonight. You're the Bluegrass XFINITY Series.
Definitely an interesting race. Maybe not as an exciting of a finish as what we had last night in the Truck Series, with the leader running out of fuel coming out of turn number 4, giving up the win, but still a really good fuel strategy race. A lot of fun to watch. Those top 3, man, they gave it everything they had to get up there.
Definitely. Let's go ahead and look at your finish results. Brandon Robertson comes home with the win. Robbie Richards is second. Sean Kostritza in third. Adam Lancaster, James Silvers, your top 5. Then you have Bo Abbott, Nate Maurer, Tony Iverson in 8th. 9th would be Radburn Shutters. 10th, Michael Robertson.
And it's going to be Brad Neer, Tyler Evans, Travis Twitty, Corey Stahl, Braden Black, your top 15. Then Jeremy Hobbs, Jason Collins, Dylan Merriam, Justin Winters, Darius Boyd, your top 20. And then rounding out the field, does not take the grid. It's going to be the points leader of Scott Fritz.
All right, as we get ready for post-race interviews. Let's see here.
We have all 3 of the drivers.
All right, picking up the win tonight, Brandon Robertson, your second win of the season. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Well, you made that last pit stop. I mean, well, you was leading and the caution came out, and then you took your pit stop then. You kind of stayed
that was
there.
crazy.
It was kind of crazy. You stayed back there a little bit, and then they all pitted, and you got the lead. I mean, hey.
It was risky, I'll tell you that. I knew it was possible with some clutching to pit on that lap. It was super risky though, because all we needed was like a caution essentially to throw that entire plan out the door, and then I would have been kind of starting from scratch from in 12th place, and maybe could have gotten back up to 5th. But once it started stringing out there, it was just a matter of running out the clock, and I knew that Robbie had enough fuel, and Sean, and I think there was maybe one other. But yeah, it was just a matter of running out the clock, and then Robbie was right behind me, and I was trying to save fuel, but I was trying to stay in front of him. So it was kind of a chess match. But yeah, it was a fun race.
Definitely. Go ahead. Thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you.
No, just thank Bluegrass and you guys for broadcasting, and yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. There's your race winner, Brandon Robertson, picking up the win here tonight. All right, BJ is caught up with your second place finisher.
That's right. I've caught up with the driver of the number 12, Robbie Richards. Robbie brought it home in second. Fuel strategy worked out in your favor here tonight. Walk us through that race a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if we definitely had the car to finish second without the fuel strategy. I struggle here a little bit, but it worked out. I came in on the last caution and topped her off, and I knew from racing from last night I could save roughly about a gallon, and that's about what I needed and what I was able to do.
Well, for the most part, you were able to keep that number 12 machine clean. You got a little bit of contact from a couple of the cautions, if I'm not mistaken. It mired you back a little bit, but you managed to make your way back up there. What was it like getting through the field to get up where you finished?
Yeah, it was a tough field, man. It's always a tough field. I think I started like 6 or 7, somewhere around in there, and I thought it would have helped by shifting, and when I did, the one time that I shifted, spun it out and put me in the back, and that was before the stage. So I just kind of hung out in the back, make sure I stayed out of trouble, let stage finish, and after that, man, it was just kind of picking them off little by little and playing a fuel run. Once the fuel run came into play, I knew I was pretty good. Obviously, I ran out of time and tires to catch Brandon. I think he done a little bit better with that. It paid off for him, and really paid off for us too, just because I was able to, come decent finish or strong finish. Always want to win, but it don't always work that way.
It definitely worked out for you. You were able to get your best finish of the season, your first podium of the season. Go ahead and thank your sponsors, everybody who helps you out, who makes that for you.
And I think you guys here at the broadcast always doing a good job. Jason, you guys put this on, butt kicker, and just everybody who just tune in to watch every week. I know a lot of people could be racing it or whatever, or but then just want to thank them for watching. Without that, it's the viewerships and stuff like that. So that's always good.
All right, well, congratulations again on your finish, and I believe, Steve, you've caught up with the third place finisher.
Well, Sean, you come home in third place and out of turn number 3. That car was smoking.
Yeah, it was smoking out of turn for the last lap, so I was just praying. I can't believe I made it, honestly. It started running hot the last 10, 11 laps, so I kind of knew then I was kind of in trouble, so.
Well, definitely a podium finish, nothing to hang your head down low about. I mean, go tell us through, run us down your race, how it went for you.
It was actually pretty smooth race. I mean, I didn't get mired too far back in the pack. Pretty much the whole race. Just kind of hung out in the top around the top 10 and waited for opportunities. I saw guys who were kind of struggling sometimes off of 4 and kind of trying to take advantage of that. And towards the end, yeah, I just knew it was going to be down to a fuel mileage race and started saving probably the last 15, 16 laps, and it worked out. So
awesome. So, I mean, coming down to pit strategies like that after the last caution, I mean, what was going through your head when you seen the race leader pit, with like 5 laps to go?
Well, I mean, initially when I came in and topped off, I didn't think we were gonna be that far off. I think I was about a lap and some change to the bad. So that kind of surprised me. And then yeah, when the last 5 laps and guys started peeling off, I was like, um, I didn't know what everybody else's pit strategy was and who came in and who didn't. So I was just kind of hoping that that more would peel off than most, and then they did. So it all worked out in our favor.
Awesome. Go ahead and thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you.
Well, Wolf Pumps, they've been with me from day one. As always, got to thank the good Lord above and family, my girlfriend Kayla, my mom, my dad, all the support that I get. It's truly awesome. I want to thank you guys up in the booth. You guys do a fantastic job. Such a professional broadcast. This league is just second to none. Bluegrass. I can't even believe that I'm here, sitting here on a podium and on Bluegrass Racing. So, such an honor. So, great night.
Definitely. All right, coming home in third place tonight is Sean Kostritza in the 46 machine. Well, BJ, we got one more night to go. It is the Cup Series tomorrow night here at Gateway, and we'll have YouTube going on the Bluegrass side tomorrow night. We started off tonight, then we lost the internet, and I'm just going to get the Bluegrass one to power back on. But it was live on Ultimate Dirt TV, Facebook, and YouTube, and Bluegrass Facebook page. I want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. We'll be back live here tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central with a Bluegrass Cup Series. I'm Steve McMillan, along with BJ Duvall. We're going to say good night, God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow night.